In this video, we will look at solving for x when we have indices involved. Okay, so just to recap what we mean by indices. Indices is powers, so your squares, your cubes, etc. However, there is rules we must use in order to manipulate and solve these indices equations. So you can see up in the top right hand corner here, I have some of the main rules listed out just to remind you. You don't need to know those off by heart, you can find them in your logbook. So the first one here we'll have a little look at. So the main aim when you're given an equation like so and you've got powers involved is you must get each base the same. So what I mean by that is at the moment we've got a base 2 here of the power 2x minus 1 and we've got a base of 64 here. I need those bases to be the same number. So that's going to require me to manipulate one if not both in order to get them matching. So here I can see that 64 is an even number, therefore I can write it as a base 2 in a power. So I can say 2 to the power of x minus 1 equals, so to rewrite 64 as a base 2, I'm going to need to say 2 to the power 6. So 2 times itself 6 times will give me 64. So I haven't changed the value of the question, I've just rewritten 64 in a new format, which here is going to help us as now I've got two bases of 2. The reason that helps is once we have our bases matching, we can drop our bases and let our powers equal each other. So now we've got 2x minus 1 equals 6. So we've got now a linear equation that we can solve. So again, getting all x's to one side, numbers to the other. So 2x equals 6, and that minus 1 when it moves over turns into a plus 1. So I've got 2x equals 7. And just like any other linear equation, we divide down by the coefficient of the variable. Here's 2, which is going to give me an answer of x equals 7 over 2. Okay, so let's have a look at the second one, applying those same principles. So I've got 49 to the power of x and 7 to the power of 2 plus x. So I know I've got powers, I've got indices, my bases are not the same. Here I can recognise that 49, I can rewrite 49 to a base 7 to be squared, as 7 times 7 is 49. So I'm going to say 7 squared, replace 49 with 7 squared. Now the power of x to the 49, I haven't changed that, I haven't done anything with it. It's only the 49 I rewritten as 7 squared. So I must keep the power of x and then 7 to the power of 2 plus x. So now using my second rule that's up the top there in right hand corner is when I've got a power raised to the higher power, I can multiply them. So that's going to be 7 to the power of 2x equals 7 to the power of x plus 2. So now I'm in the position where I've got my bases to be the same. I can drop them and let my powers equal each other. So that means then I have 2x equals 2 plus x. So again, get all x's to one side, so move the 1x over, it becomes minus 1x, and keeping numbers to the other side. 2x minus 1x leaves me with x, therefore I get my answer quite quickly. Here my answer is x equals 2. And question number 3, same idea. Aim is to get your bases to be the same. So I've got 27 to the power of 2x equals 3 to the power of x plus 10. So I have a base 27 and I have a base 3. Therefore I'm going to change the base 27 into a base 3. So 3 cubed, 3 times 3 times 3 will give me 27. So I rewrite the 27 as 3 cubed. And remember here, I haven't touched the 2x power, so I must rewrite that in. I've only changed the 27. And I've got 3 to the power of x plus 10. So you can see up top right hand corner again, I'm going to apply the second rule here, as I've got a power to a higher power. So I multiply them. So that's going to give me 3 to the power of 6x equals 3 to the power of x plus 10. So now I've got my bases to be the same. I can drop my base and allow my powers to equal each other. So that's going to give me 6x equals x plus 10. So now I've got a linear equation that I'm solving for. So I get all x's to one side, numbers to the other. So I've got 6x, bring that 1x over, turns into minus x, equals 10. So that's 5x equals 10. Divide down both sides of the equation by the coefficient, which is 5. So that gives me my final answer then of x equals 10 divided by 5, so x equals 2. That's my final answer. So for indice algebra questions, your aim is to get the bases the same, as we can only use our indice rules when the bases match. Because if you look through those laws up the top right hand corner, you can see each one is A, base A, base A, base A. We can only use these rules when the bases are the same. For extra practice questions, so these are practice questions using the laws. So again, the laws appear in your formula tables. You do not need to know them off by heart. These questions here appear on page 122 of your textbook, and it's chapter 4, which is based on solely indices. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask.